Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm great, and you?
I'm also great. Yes, I hope you are all in a great conditions and doing well with your activities. Today, I would like to share about the mental self-care during pandemic. So the outlines of our study today is perspective, media, diet, exercise, diet, sleep, social connection, mindfulness, and also meditation. So guys, the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic around the world not only has physical impact but also mental health, right? So one of the effects of the pandemic on mental health that is feeling anxiety about being exposed to viruses and also the uncertainty of condition during pandemic. The condition is including stress. So what is stress? Stress is normal response to situations. It includes both eustress, which mean of good stress, and distress, which mean of bad stress. And guys, stress in each person is different. And then what does stress looks like during an infectious disease outbreak? So could you please, one of you or maybe some of you, share with the group some of the things you are feeling during COVID-19? Want to share? Anyone can share?
I think that the really stress that getting infectious from the disease is the financial issue and also the health issue. Like
Yes.
when you got affected the virus, like for young people, they got a high chance to recover, but for like and old people, like it's really hard for them to get recover and taking a long time. And also for the young people, like their liver, no, some of their inside part also been affected and damaged too. So even after recover, they have to really taking care of their health. And the second one, I think that the financial issue, like because of the COVID, like everything has been shut down. So like the economic also went down, and it's really hard for all of us to like find money and earn a living because like we need to eat every day, but we doesn't have much money as before. And the third one, I think that the environment has caused a mental health to everyone, like because we all have to stay in our room and lack of opportunity to go outside and meet people, so it's really stressful, and most people their mental health will be getting down, like having anxiety and stress pressure, and it also can lead to depression. I think that's what all of my opinion.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Bo Putnika. It's a great answer, right? So is there anyone who want to answer except Miss Bo Putnika? Anyone want to share what you are feeling during COVID-19? Maybe you have some difficulties or some problems during this pandemic. Is there?
Yes, Miss.
Yeah.
I think that uh, the feeling that I faced during this COVID-19 is about some stress about the infection. Also, like normally, if we don't have COVID-19, if we have stress, we can relieve. But now, if we have stress, we cannot go out and release stress. We just like keeping the stress more and more. So it's caused a depression, also a mental health, and like sometimes you lose the contact with the other friends that you cannot meet or talking to each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Eching. Another one can share your feeling about this pandemic. Maybe you have some experience, or one of you has been affected with the COVID-19 before there. Okay, thank you, Miss Bo Putinka and also Miss Eching Oil for your sharing. Yeah, it's very stressful. Sometimes the stress look like during an infectious disease outbreak, like fear or worry about our own health, and then fear or worry about the health of a loved one, maybe your parent or your boyfriend or girlfriend. And then this pandemic also change in sleep or eating routines. Sometimes you cannot sleep because you think too much about these situations, and also difficulty sleeping and also concentrating. And stress during this pandemic also worsening chronic health problems, increased use of alcohol, tobacco, or other drugs. Okay, so what does stress impact? As you said before, Ms. Putinika, and stress can impact your body, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So could you please mention stress can impact your body? The example of this point, anyone can answer it? Hello.
Miss, can you repeat the question again?
Okay. As I said before, the stress can impact our body, thoughts, and also feelings and behaviors. So what the example for our body which has affected from the stress? For the example is headache. So anyone can mention the other example of stress which impact our body?
Yes, maybe insomnia.
Mm-hmm.
The disease that you can sleep at night. You can sleep at night, and also maybe cause some changing of hormones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great answer. So the example of stress which can impact our body is like headache. We can feel headache, and also muscle tension, chest pain, tiredness, and upset stomach. And then thought and feelings. Each one it's like our mood, including our thoughts and feeling. And then the example of this one is like anxiety, like you said before, insomnia, and then restlessness, lack of motivation, feeling overwhelmed, anger, sadness, or even depression. So for our behaviors, it's like change in appetite, angry outbursts, drug, alcohol misuse, social withdrawal, or even exercising less often. And it can affect so much in our daily life. And then the good news to avoid the stress is to manage with the self-care. So what is self-care? Self-care defined as providing adequate attention to one's own physical and psychological wellness. So there are some benefits such as increased worker effectiveness, increased job satisfaction, and increased the culture of work. And then to maintain our self-care or to the step to maintain our stress, the first one is keep our perspective. Although change is difficult for a lot of people, humans have adapted for thousands of years. So having routine makes us feel safe, even though isolation and new social rules feel restrictive, right? So actually this is an opportunity to create new routines, new habits, and also new hobbies. It may also be a time to remember for us because this moment of time the entire world is unfired in its purpose. And then we have also another opportunity like to create new routines. For the example, if you work out at the gym before, you can work out from home. And then opportunity to learn new hobbies or new skills. And then focus on what you can do within social restrictions, not what you cannot do. So the important things, you can change the word you use to positive language. For the example, when you say physical distancing instead of social distancing. And then say hotspots instead of second wave. People who have COVID instead of victim of COVID. And also, I can do it or how can I find a way to do it instead of I can't do it. So the next is to stay positive. When we feel negative about things, we create behaviors in ourselves and others that it increase the negativity. This means we can become contributors to our own self-defeat. And then you have to you need to have perspective means looking at the bigger picture. This means like you need to be open-minded. Our lives have changed during this pandemic, of course. Not only you guys, but also the other people, their life also change. It can affect their financing or health or another thing. So we cannot do all the things we used to before, but we in fact live in the small portion of the world. We have only done a small fraction of this huge variety of this planet. So there is opportunity to do things you have never do before, and also meet some people you never met before. And then the second step is media overload. So the things that we can do for media overloads are turn off the news, reduce your use of social media and other online news. And then if you want to see or hear about the COVID-19 news, use reliable source such as WHO website. And then the media can be a driver of negative talks. This can increase anxiety and fear, anger and worry. So you need to try to get your news one time of a day from a reliable research, and this will be minimize fears, worry, and also stress. And then the next step is exercise. to manage your stress, you can do some exercises because staying active because it is critical for our physical and also mental health. Yeah, there are some of the benefits are the first one, reduce stress and anxiety, controlling weight, reducing the risks of health conditions, and also improve sleep. Although physical distancing rules have kept many of us away from the venues that we use for physical outlets, we need to change perspective and look at what we can do. For the example, you can do the workout or the exercise at home or in your local area. And then, yeah, as I said before, currently some physical distancing restrictions have been lifted for public sporting. So you guys need to check your local government website or other that can give you some information about the venues. And then some exercise that you can do at home or in your local area if you wish to continue to physically distance, if like walk or jog, go to the oval and kick a ball or do outdoor workout, and then exercise with weight and plyometrics or body weight training. So you also can do yoga or Pilates, going up and down stairs, or you took a stair workout. You also can do dancing, gardening, or even virtual fitness classes. So for this one, for the exercise, you can use the internet or YouTube to find fitness routines for all levels of fitness, and also the space you have to exercise in. And remember to find things you enjoy, vary the activities, and setting a routine with exercise time in your day. And then the next step is diet. Exercise is a great way to self-care and maintain a healthy weight. And also diet. Diet can also help stay healthy, keep to a healthy weight, and most importantly is relieve stress. During the change environment of COVID-19, many people find added stress to their daily lives. So one way to cope with this is to relieve the stress without overeating. Because of stress affect food preference, physical and emotional stress increases the intake of food high in sugar and fat or both. And then overeating stress behavior that can add pounds, make you want to exercise less, lose sleep, and drink more alcohol. All of these things contribute to excess weight. And then diet and exercise. So uh, stress can temporarily shut down appetite. This is because the adrenal glands release adrenaline, which put body in flight or fight response. So when stress continue, the adrenaline glands produce cortisol, which is increased appetite. And when stress leaves, cortisol falls, but if stress stay, so does the stress response. So this is why sugar-filled fatty food or comfort foods and stress can also increase the cravings for those foods. The other things is relieving stress, and you should not overeating. You can do exercise because exercise can reduce the effect of the stress. And then yoga and Qi include both meditation and exercise. And then meditation reduce stress and help you to be more mindful, especially in food choices. And also the important things to manage our stress is social support. It can come from our family or our environment, our partner, and social support can lessen the effect of stress. And then about sleep. Yeah, sleep health is part of the complete mental. As our friend mentioned before, the impact of stress it can also be insomnia, right? So sleep here is a part of complete mental, physical, and social well-being. It is good for our health, wellness, and also function. So guys, there is some evidence that sleep can reduce our mortality and then maintain a healthy weight, reduce tension, decrease stress and depression, and improve our heart health and assist our thoughts, which benefit our overall mood, cognition, and also behaviors. And then sleep also improves our immune systems, lowers inflammation, give us more social and emotional intelligence, more energy, and better coordination. And it's recommended that most adults get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. And to assist in getting a good night sleep you should, the first, avoid sleeping when you have had enough. So if you want to get the good quality of your sleeping, the first step you need to do is avoid sleeping when you have had enough or when you feel full. And then you need to create a routine around going to bed each night. And then spend time being more active in the day or being outside. And then reduce stress with exercise, meditation, and other means. So the next one is social connection. So finding social connection at a time where we are asked to physically distance or isolate goes against our human basic needs to connect. But it's not impossible to connect. So staying connected to others has positive benefits for our health and well-being. The first one is connectedness can improve our sense of self and well-being and overall health. And then if we do not connect with others, we become lonely. And it can change our interactions with others to be negative or defensive. And then social isolation is the lack of contact between self and society. So guys, loneliness is the space between your actual social connections and how you perceive the quality of those connections. We know that just because physical presence may not be allowed, conditions for social connection can be created. It still can be created. Social isolation does not have to mean being lonely. And then studies show that just being in the same physical space as each other, like in the gym, the shop, or restaurant, can increase our oxytocin, which support serotonin production. So the serotonin support the frontal cortex of our brain, which control mood and also personality. Oxytocin also helps calm the fear part of our brain and help us to cope with stress and also anxiety. And then even when we are not able to do a lot of social activities or connect in the person with social restriction, we can still benefit from the phone calls and video calls and also chatting through a screen. And then social connection and creating condition. You know, guys, that brain chemicals contribute to our happiness and well-being, and some things we can do on our own. So the thing that you can do for social connections is by phone or video calls, and then you can listen to make music or singing, because singing can release endorphin and lessen depression or loneliness. You can try to make group sings online. And then you can have pets because having pets can reduce depression and increase good chemicals just by petting your pets. And then watch a movie or work online. And then you can also join local volunteer groups and meet new people with global and meet with people with global conversations on social media. And then smile. Don't forget to smile and make eye contact as you pass someone in the street or in the shop or other place. And then you can also share meals over a video call, and also you can also make schedule digital dates. And then you can play an online games and also join an online club. The next one, to manage our stress, is with mindfulness. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is our ability to be fully present. So this includes being aware of what we do and where we are, without being overwhelmed or overly reactive to what is happening around us. And then mindfulness also bringing awareness to what your senses are experiencing, your thoughts and also emotions. You're being mindful and you can paying attention on purpose. So mindfulness is also something that we as humans naturally possess but should take the opportunity to practice in our daily. And then how to practice mindfulness? There are some ways. The first one is set the time aside and then let judgment pass. So for this one, if we have a bad judgment from others, just let them pass and don't think too much. And then observe the moment as it is in the present. Pay attention to the present moment just as is. And then you can use your senses. If your mind wanders, don't judge yourself. Just bring your mind back. Because mindfulness is bringing the mind back again and again to the present moment. And the last thing you can do is meditation. So there are some fun things for well-being. First one is set yourself a goal and routine. You can write on your note and then treat yourself well. Use your special things and then be in the moment and use your senses and keep a journal. Set yourself goals, enter gratefulness, write a gratitude letter, enter ideas and positive thoughts or coloring in, and then travel virtually. So I don't know, is there travel virtual in your country? So you can guys looking for some information about this one. All of this is fun things for well-being, so you can do it to manage your stress. And then you can also take a short online course or learn a language. Look for fun application in your phone and then create a garden if you like flowers or some plants. You can create your own garden and then you can also cook, try new recipes or do an online cooking class. And also you can also take an online dance class and volunteer to help the elderly or those who may be struggling. And also you can download a mindfulness application. I believe that there are some mindfulness application in the Play Store. You can choose based on your region. And then the next one is meditation and reflection. So guys, stay at a quiet place and comfortable position. You can either be sitting with feet or floor or laying down. Place your arm by your side and then hands where they are comfortable in your lap, clasps or not is your choice. So you can also drop your chin and close your eyes and also focus on breath. That is the meditation. Okay, thank you for your participation in today's course. I hope you guys have taken away some great talks and ideas for your continued self-care. So is there any question? Is there any question? Could you please up on your camera so I can take a picture with you guys? What time it is now in Thailand?
I think it's 9:36.
Oh, it's same, right? With Indonesia, I
Yes.
think. Okay, guys, could you please open your camera? Hong Yu Chan, Hong Yu Yang, Terry Hogetong, Q, Hao Sin Bottom. Okay, I will screenshot with the snipping tools application in laptop. Okay, the first pattern, the first page. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Save. Yeah. And then the next page. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Your family, si Jing.
Yes.
How many
All
people has been infected by coronavirus disease?
in my family, all of them except me.
Oh, it's great, except you.
Yeah.
So you are be the one who keep their health. I mean, like provide some foods or some vitamins, right?
Yes, kind of. And usually I just stay in my room and eat in my room. That's why I didn't get infected.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it's not easy, right? To have family or the closest one who has been infected by coronavirus. And then if we still have family, if we still have parents, we should keep our health, our own health, because we can also infecting the others. So please guys, use your masks everywhere you go outside. Okay, is there another one to share about your feelings during this pandemic COVID-19? The one who come from Cambodia, is there?
Pardon, miss?
Yes, could you please share your feeling or your experience during this pandemic COVID-19?
I think that COVID has really a big impact on everyone globally. Like
since the COVID started, everyone facing a financial problem, including my family, and we having a really hard time, especially when my family got infected. So we have to spend a lot, and we don't have income, but we need to have to spend a lot. And about the education, we don't, I mean, online class is good, but I would prefer the traditional class, which is we can see each other like before, and we don't afraid of each other. We don't have to wear mask always, and we can meet our friend, our teacher, and hang out with friends. Staying home all day, making everyone feel depressed, like feel bored, and I
sometimes.
feel sorry for those who lost their loved ones due to the COVID.
Yeah, sometimes when we do not have any activities in our daily life, it can be bored, and also it can be it can also impact our body, like I said before. We can feel tiredness or headache because I don't have any activities. So is there another one to share about your feeling during this COVID-19? On page Panit,
Yes, Miss.
could you please share your feeling? And could you
About
open
this
your
pandemic
camera?
is yes, but can I wear my mask on?
It's okay. I also use
Because
my
today
mask.
I'm also outside at my mom's shop. Yes, and I'm at my mom's shop today.
Oh,
I think it's hard, but everyone needs to be uh adapted ourselves into this pandemic because everything pushes me a little bit.
oh, okay. Okay, is there another? Could you please share your feeling during this pandemic of COVID-19?
During the COVID-19 pandemic, I must wear a mask wherever I go. It is very uncomfortable for me to wear a mask all the time. Because it is hard in Thailand. My fear of COVID-19 has changed from the beginning to my normal heart. During this road, I didn't like to exercise so much and became unhealthy.
So you can change your perspective of the situation. Maybe if before you dislike the exercise too much, maybe you can see the YouTube list of the fitness that you can do at your home. The easy one is okay. The essential things is the essential things is you need to change your perspective. You can keep your health, keep your own health, because who can feel, who can see our body, our heart is just ourselves, not other. So you need to keep your perspective about the situation, right?
Yes.
Okay, guys, thank you for having me today. I hope we still get in
Thank
touch.
you, Miss. And sorry for
Yeah,
just running
I have.
out of the explanations.
I hope you guys stay healthy, and
Pardon?
also I hope you guys stay healthy and also yeah, also can doing well with your activities. Okay, thank you for
Take care, Miss. Thank you. Bye bye.
thank you. I hope I can meet you in the next occasion. Bye bye. You can leave.
For
Thank you
sharing.
so much. Take care and stay safe.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, Miss. Thank you. Take care.
See you, Professor.
Okay. See you.